on Kwese Free Sports for the fan. For the first time ever, Africa will get to enjoy the only free-to-air channel bringing you live sporting action. Exclusively free, 24/7 for the fan. Only on Kwese Sports.
Is brought to you by
Rock Boom Energy Drink. Feel the positive energy.
Welcome, it's the waited hour. Of course, we had a few adjustments in the course of the week, and we apologize for a little drag of the time. And I've been communicating. Those who have been following me on my Twitter, or actually Twitter, then talk about WhatsApp, that's Speed Racer, and then my Facebook address, that's Frank Hess. You've been able to understand the situation under urgency. We've come at this top of the hour. And of course, it's 32 minutes past 6 p.m. And it's Speed Racer now. And I could take it this note. The show is going for this weekend and the coming weekend, that is the weekend of 27, is going to be running at this hour, 6:30. And then we shall go back to our normal hours of broadcast when it's after next month, that's early next month. And this has been due to satisfactory serving that we need to give you every point in and in of the sport. And of course, the Under-20 FIFA World Cup got underway at midday today. And of course, we had a number of series of games, and that's why we decided to shift this show to this hour. Well, I'm Frank Hayes to present you the show, and I'm glad that I'm going to have one of the speedsters, Lucky speedsters, going to be on set with me, and we discuss a lot about rally and what's all happening in the backyard and what is he preparing for the event coming. And guess what? I'll let you know who the man is going to be on set with me. And of course, let's get to start with an normal broadcast. And of course, starting away with tips from the star. And guess what? Today, we have our star, or getting tips from our own Daniel Sadlak, a trainer to the Olden Brother racing team.
So from basic riding position, you want to make sure you're in the front of the bike. You see a lot of guys here locally, they're sitting in the back. There's no way you can control the bike from the back. So you sit in the front, your feet in front of the foot pegs, chest up, elbows up, and then you can look ahead so you can see the track, you can see what's coming, and then you can react. You put your feet on the pegs, you want to make sure your feet roll in. So you're not sitting there like a duck with your feet pointing out, you have no control of the bike. That's pretty much your basic riding position, that's where it starts, and that's how you go fast.
Well, that is Daniel Sadlak. He was a little bit punchy, on point, in and out. Of course, he gave us, for the learners who are learning, or those who are planning, the parents who are planning to have your kids get into racing, you definitely have the chance to get your kids racing by picking a few tips from Speed Racer. And of course, it's on Kwese, and we're so much glad that we are proudly sponsored by Rock Boom, your #1 energy drink, and just feel the energy, the positive energy. And of course, Rock Boom does not only sponsor this show, but of course, they go ahead to sponsor the Darling crew, actually, Dusty Yusuf Bukenya. And of course, football is knocking at the door. Many of you are so much anxious waiting to see the much-spirited battle, or the battle, that spirited battle between the two childhood friends, that is Yusuf Dusty Bukenya, and of course, Unisan Bakunda, getting his wheel, himself in the seat wheel, to get his antics of driving in rally. And of course, remember, Unison did try actually driving in way back in 2011, the Pearl of Africa. And of course, guess what? I'll keep you posted in our local segmentation. When it comes to that time, I'll let you know what's happening where in regard to the next year NRC on block. And in our second segment, that is in Rewind, that is Today in History, we get to look at the in the 500 Fast Friday. It was on this very day, that's in 2011, that we had a good fast racing. That's an IndyCar, and of course we've decided to give you this, as in women won't be able to give extensively how the American Indy 500 race is going to be happening. And of course we have Mark Rallying driver, that's Alonso, getting to the wheels. And of course the good news is the man has tried to put up a good speed battle, and of course he's proving to be running as speedy as he does in his thing, the Formula One racing. Let's get to see more, understand the 2011 20th this very day, how it all happened on the Fast Friday.
Alex Tagliani, 228.214. Tags goes to position number 1. Twelve and 6 working together on track. Will Power and Briscoe teammates. (38 and 36). A little racy out there, aren't they? Graham Rahal, 38 out there running. Pippa Mann at 36.
Nice little tussle there between Mr. Castroneves. There's Graham Rahal. James Hinchcliffe, his best lap of the day, 2:26.803. James now number 9 on the charts.
Bertrand Baguette has just moved to P2.
And Scott Dixon goes to number 3 on the speed chart. 2:28.046. One of 4 drivers, make it 5 drivers over 228 miles per hour.
Elio Castroneves, the 4-time pole winner here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, has just gone to P1 at 228.611 miles an hour.
I believe tomorrow you can definitely hit the 228 mark. You know, remember, it's going to be probably similar weather. If it's a little bit humid, might lose a little bit of power. But again, everybody start cleaning the car, make sure everything is smooth. So it might be able to hit 228. Everything is possible. Right now, Shelby Power, Pennzoil Ultra, it's working really well, and not only in a race setup, but also in a qualifying setup. It's a little bit on the edge, but you'll be definitely very tight. I can see my teammates; they're definitely going to be one of the strongest ones. And but I see some other guys doing fantastic times. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it's going to be the Fast 9 and all of that. I wasn't very happy yesterday, but today it was a great day for us. I think all 3 cars are showing out there that we can really run close, and that's it. We don't have much time to run, especially tomorrow. It's just focus for qualifying, and hopefully we'll be in good shape. Actually, the weather is going to determine a lot how the car is going to be handling. Today it was a very unique day. We had no wind at all. It was so completely perfect. So again, it's going to be very, very interesting because, like I said, I do see on other cars very close to the time.
Well, that is when we talk about Speed Racer. And this moment is brought to you by Lockboom One #1 energy drink. And of course, it's on free, Quessy Free Sport. They'll get a number of sporting activities free of charge. Of course, as in the course of that coming month, we are going to have the decoders at your disposal. And of course, we shall let you know on which outlets we'll be selling our decoders, where you have a free channel for sports 24/7. 24/7 you have free sports at your point. And of course, we always do it easy. You can, even those who have smartphones, you can easily do the application. You just go on the Google, actually, the application stores, and then go put in Kwesi app. And then definitely you'll be able to even watch TV, free TV, sports TV on your handset of your phone. Even on portable laptops, you can have it free of charge. Definitely, you'll be able to watch Kwesi everywhere we're there. And of course, getting away with that, we go straight over to what's currently happening on the block. And of course, that was in Rwanda. And of course, we did that to get you freshly reminded that after failing to put up much high-spirited battle as much have been, as it would, beg your pardon, as the match have been anticipated in the beginning of the season of Formula 1, the team McLaren decided not to disappointingly let hanging in Fernando Alonso into the race as they tried to shut up their engine problem. He's in out the coming weekend, that is the closing weekend of the month of May. He's out to be racing in the American Indy 500 event. And of course, that gentleman, Fernando Alonso, his last outing in Formula 1, that was the last weekend event, he only managed to finish 12th overall, and of course, he was out of the score bracket. And that was so much of a pain. But of course, he went a little bit appreciative, saying it was forthcoming that finally he sees his team getting to finishing. And that was a score to them as they anticipate to see more results coming their way as McLaren. And who is replacing him at McLaren, that is Jenson Button. He is actually coming in to give a punchline of Fernando Alonso's absentia away into the Indy 500 Andres Papers event that is going to be running in the US. This close the weekend of that. And the same line of communication, that is Haas driver, that is Grosjean, has backed on Jenson Button, saying he's quick. He will be able to pick up with the grid, saying he's one of the few elite drivers who can pick up with the form, and other guys ready to be racing against the other high-spirited battle in the Formula 1. And that all said, we hope to see a much-spirited battle, as in these drivers get to see. And we've seen the battle running over between, going in between actually, Ferrari and Mercedes are seemingly cutting an edge in the Formula 1. And so far in the last 5 races, it's proven that Ferrari are sharing the Ryan's share, same as Mercedes, as in the average just 2 wins each. And of course, under the belt of that is actually Lewis Hamilton registered his win, and same did Bottas. And of course, Sebastian Vettel has already won 2 rounds. And of course, the other surprise winner was the Kimi Raikkonen guy, who went ahead and won one of the rounds so far organized on the block. And of course, looking at that, we hope much is coming underway as we wait to see what is happening in the world of Formula 1. And in the same replacement, that is in the coming weekend, as the Formula 1 will be going in for the 6th round of the Formula 1 calendar. The guys, if you remember at the start of the show, I told you, Fernando Alonso is in out race in the American. These cars, as you may have seen on the screen, they're more like Formula 1 cars. And of course, the modifications that are come underway is so much impressive that guys are not giving it up yet. But of course, many modifications are coming. And guess what? In the pipeline, I was so much mesmerized by the way things are coming with changes coming underway, seeing how there is an 11-team formation. An 11-team formation, I'll educate you more when I come into extensive explanation about that. I'll keep you posted on knowing how that is 11-team in Formula 1 is bound to be looking like. Of course, the car, as you may be seeing on the screen, will be definitely housing more than that. Let's get to hear from, of course, that gentleman. I will ask my producer to give us a short link in by Fernando Alonso, what he expects to be picking at the IndyCar Championship, that is 500 and April event that is going to be happening in Las Vegas. Let's get to hear from that. Then definitely we shall switch quickly and get to talk about the latest in what's happening in Portugal and the surprise. I can tell you the event of Portugal can't be decided until it's over today and the close of the power stage tomorrow, that we shall see the winner. Of course, there have been stage winners, different stage winners that have come underway. And definitely, let's get to see or hear the Fernando Alonso speak, and we get straight away to the latest update in the Rally of Portugal.
behind a car that it was a couple of seconds in front, but I think we repeat more or less the same lap without any car in front. So yeah, we were some noise out there. We were testing a couple of different trims and different setup options. The car felt quite okay from the very beginning in the morning, but then I think we did improve it during the day, so quite happy. We work still a lot on the race situation, meeting a lot of guys out there and running in traffic, and I think we found a good balance for traffic. I think tomorrow we will concentrate a little bit more alone on qualifying, but priority is the race.
Well, that is Fernando Alonso speaking, telling us ahead of his battle in the IndyCar Championship that is going to be hosted in Las Vegas. And of course, Las Vegas is one of the biggest or busiest city in the world where much action and sport activities are taking about. Talk about boxing, talk about everything. It's Las Vegas. That's where I find joy and the sporting arenas that I've seen the world get into on tenterhooks when it comes to terms of action. Well, away from there, we go straight to WRC, where we've had a number of activities happening over the weekend. And of course, we anticipate to see guys running over down with the last man standing being almost to be the winner. And of course, those who can want to follow me, I can advise you go straight and just like Speed Racer on my Facebook address of Franca Hess, you'll definitely get to live stream. That is a super action that happened on Thursday as cars were trying to take the grip, and you saw how some of them broke down earlier before. And from that, we had the earlier wake-up stages. We call them earlier wake-up stages. That's the moment when guys get to warm up and get to feel the response of their cars. And one of the C-Tron team, we had one Liefens get to roll, but of course he was one of the flying. And of course another guy, youngster, that is Alt Tanak, gave me a good ride over time, and I felt so happy that Alt is one of the guys that I pointed out to be winning. And I pray he never loses it up and definitely gets a chance to see himself on the podium this time around. I-20, that's Hyundai team, is definitely making good wonders in the role of Portugal. And of course Alt Tanak. But now speaking right now, Auger has picked up the lead with the push up, and of course by after I'm seeing by the latest update from Ham, that is a guy in Dubai. He's trying to give me the latest update indicating that Alt is having 13:37.2, that is which is a fact that he's trying to put up a push, and Citroen is okay, and Green is seemingly repeating his earlier form that he has indicated that he was trying in the first day of the race. And seeing over that, we hope that gives him a cut edge as we see podium. We would count Yari Rativala was another talk of the moment as he also struggled up back to get a lead. Sebastian Auger is picking up his form, he's doing the actual attacking. The champion or the championship leader, he's actually attacking full throttle. And attacking full throttle, either he gets it over or loses it off. Of course, he is a person who only won the first opening run, and boys have been twisting him over and over, seeing him struggle in many of the rallies. And the last casualty who may have faced the worth of the roll was none other than the Bruton, Chris Mickey, who did roll as he tried to make a chase down in the roll of Argentina. Well, that is what we could give you over with the latest. And of course, those who want the latest update, you can go straight on the WRC link and definitely get into login. You'll be able to get the latest viewing update. And those who can't, of course, keep it at the Rally East Africa. Those are who are friends in Facebook. And of course, those who are friends in WhatsApp, that is my WhatsApp thing, that is Speed Racer. I'll keep you posted on who is in the lead of the Rally of Portugal. And of course, I would so much joyously want to see another winner. This will give us a chance to see the battle spirited to the last minute of calling. That drivers and co-drivers won't have a rest or have a simple any drop of water in their throats as the battle continues to go on. It's the moment. This moment is probably brought to you by Rock Boom, your #1 energy drink. Feel the positive energy. Don't go away. Let's get to the break. And of course, I come back with the local packaging for you. Don't go away. Keep it at Kwesi. And of course, you can live stream. I've told you, you like Speed Racer, as in Facebook Speed Racer link. And those who are following me, you can go into those who are already on Speed Racer. Get to like the link I've thrown into Speed Racer. You definitely get to live stream live on your handset. Don't go away. Keep it at Kwesi. Boss, you got lost.
E o navegador de Amarantos, o António Costa.
Red Boom Energy Drink. Feel the positive energy.
There is a league of extraordinary gentlemen with skills unlike anything you've ever seen. Brazilian Beckham.
High-quality finish from Chelsea, this time from Willian.
The Lamppost.
Clever flip header. It's Giroud again.
The Destroyer.
Son, Dele Alli, 2-0 Tottenham.
The Magic Dwarf.
Shaqiri, oh, what a fantastic finish.
Ginger Pele.
And De Bruyne scores with the calmness of an assassin.
Extraordinary skills, extraordinary action, extraordinary Premier League. We got this. Saturdays, only on Kwese Free Sports.
Life makes us choose. One door leads to passion, power, exhilaration. The other door leads to precision, sophistication, intelligence. But now two doors offer the best of both worlds. Introducing the beautifully innovative E-Class Coupe. If you've got to make a choice, why not choose everything? Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
I want to thank the Motor Rallies Club, Mr. President, for availing us yet another opportunity to host this motor rally. You recall this is the third year running for us hosting this motor rally, and each time it comes with great opportunities, it comes with a lot of exciting moments, and our people are really fired up, waiting to see how the 2017 motor rally will be. And therefore, for all the participants, the drivers and everyone else, we try to encourage you to prepare, because the people in Fort Portal, the people in the entire zone actually are very excited. They are looking forward to have a very exciting Motor Rally 2017. Motor Rally is quite an exciting event. but we want to conclude it when we have all our people safe and alive. So let us not get overexcited and end up losing lives of our people. So for those coming and for the local population, I invite you to take precaution when you are watching these drivers doing their thing. Please keep a distance because we want you and we want you alive.
Much as the law allows you to go beyond the speed limit, the local people need to be informed. They have their animals there, children and their holidays, so you need to put enough community sensitization. We are blessed with enough radio stations within Kabarole. So as you prepare to go back, you also prepare to leave back a team that will work hand in hand with us to ensure that the community is informed of the dangers of motorsporting. We are lucky that the local leaders have embraced the event and the activity. So it is incumbent on you to ensure that you use the very people to organize the community and to work hand in hand with the police. Because police as an institution does not work in isolation. Much as we are there to enforce that there is road discipline, 90% is done by the community. If we do much and better mobilization, we shall not register any accident. And it is my prayer and effort that we all work together to ensure that the 3 days you will be here, we have accident-free event.
What we want is to see your club effectively and efficiently functioning, because it's attracting revenue for the council. So it is responsible leaders who want to build this country that must learn the importance of institutional capacity. And we cannot build these institutions unless we finance them, unless we are able to collect money and have these institutions run throughout the year. So the motor rally does not generate money on a daily basis. So they generate revenue from a few events within the calendar year. And that is the money that enables them to manage the offices, to run all the motor rally aspects within the club.
It's a relation to what tourism, that tells you that we are going to move volumes of people. Maybe between 5,000 and 10,000 people will be in Fort Portal next weekend. And like the Honorable Wendy was saying, now this comes back to the people of Fort Portal, the business community of Fort Portal. Please think out of the box and grab this opportunity. I happen to be on the team that first visited Honorable Wendy, but I was amazed the way he picked up the idea and he came and gave us full support. And I'm told I did not come to Fort Portal for the first meeting, but when they came to Fort Portal, all the business leaders and the business leaders, the politicians, all of you came out and supported motorsport. I thank you and thank you for that.
I take this opportunity to launch officially the Motor Rally competition of 2017 here in beautiful Fort Portal Tourism City. Bravo! Bravo! Viva!
Lw'ekkumi n'omusanvu lwe twawadde ebitabo abavuzi batandike okuyita mu nguudo gye tugenda okuvuga kati bwe banamala okureekinga abavuzi baffe nga bajja kumaliriza okureekinga ku lunaku olwokuna, ku lunaku olwokutaano then tukole scrutineering. Emmotoka buli gye tumala okukebera nga egenda ku Mountains of the Moon tugenda kuzisuza emmotoka baleme badriver baffe kubeera nti bazikwatakwatamu okukyusa ku ebyo abakulu bye banaabeera bakebedde. Ku lunaku olw'omukaaga tujja kutandika essaawa zijja kubeera 3 wajja kubeerawo ka semina okuyitaayita mu mateeka ag'omwaka guno, then bwe tunaamaliriza tugende tuvuge akasaawe ng'emmotoka esooka ejja kusimbula ku Mountains of the Moon okwolekera akasaawe ku 6:30. Emmotoka buli gye tumala okukebera nga egenda ku Mountains of the Moon tugenda kuzisuza emmotoka baleme badriver baffe kubeera nti bazikwatakwatamu okukyusa ku ebyo abakulu bye banaabeera bakebedde. Ku lunaku olw'omukaaga tujja kutandika essaawa zijja kubeera 3 wajja kubeerawo ka semina okuyitaayita mu mateeka ag'omwaka guno, then bwe tunaamaliriza tugende tuvuge akasaawe ng'emmotoka esooka ejja kusimbula ku Mountains of the Moon okwolekera akasaawe ku 6:30. Ku 7:00 gwennyini tutandike ka spectator stage aka Boma Grounds paka ku 11:30. Bwe tunaamaliriza emmotoka ziddayo nga zeebakawe zaasuze. Ku enkeera ku Sande nga 28 tujja kuba tutandika essaawa emu yennyini ey'okumakya tugende tukole section 8 nga egy'okusooka twagituumye Mabeere ga Nnyina Mwiru ya kilomita 14.5. Bwe tunaava eyo tugende mu Lwenzoli eyita mu majaani aga Lwenzoli ya kilomita 12.2. Bwe tunaagimaliriza eyo abavuzi bawummulemu bakanike ne ku mmotoka zaabwe bagende bakole section eya Mabaale ya kilomita 16.76. Bwe bagimala bakole Mpanga yesinga obuwanvu mu Rale yonna ya kilomita 27.9. Kati bwe banaazimaliriza ezo baddeyo mu Lwenzoli omulundi ogwokubiri, then bwe bagimala Lwenzoli bagende mu section era endala twakoze empya twagituumye Zabologota ya kilomita 22.2. Bwe banaazimala ezo bakomewo bakanike mu mmotoka zaabwe n'okuwummulako baddeyo bakole section eya Mabaale n'eya Mpanga. Bwe banaazimaliriza eyo laale yaffe ejja kuba ewedde. Tusuubira emmotoka okubeera nga by 8:00 esooka ejja kuba ng'emaliriza laale yaayo, then tulinde emmotoka zonna zikomewo publishing final results then.
Wow. When you say speed racer, you definitely get to know. Mumanya bichi bitegeeza speed racer fe tuliko kwese kwokka ono at kwesi and kwesi kitegeeza ntuli wamu wetuli. Ebyo nabyo naffe tubiteekateekera mmwe abawaayo obudde okutula ku TV zammwe ne mulaba TV ba program eno ate amukola kyamaanyi nnyo. Abali ku link ezo nabagambye osobola okuba nga oli ku live link kimanyi Katende bwana Ed Mukibi Oseko Ali Uma family, the riding family, mukola kinene nnyo. Pose Oseko ne Ham oli Dubai okola kinene nnyo kubanga ogobera link eno. Just take mu link gyolabye ku Speed Racer oba ku Facebook o likinge ejja kubegula obutelevu ng'otulaba live wono boli wonna oba otulaba. Munegateko, just join me now to welcome the man on set. Of course, I told you, I just gave you a blick of a message on my WhatsApp, Twitter handles, and of course later I told you who was coming on set. That is the man who has been so away a time. And of course, that's none other than Haji. He's now Haji. He went before, actually, when he went for his sabbatical, he wasn't an Haji yet, but because he's now an Haji. That's Haj Rauf Adam. Welcome, Rauf.
How are you?
You're welcome. Thanks so much for attending. I've tried you several times.
Yeah.
Trying to call you in, come in, and you seem to have not have enough time on you.
Yeah, I've just been away, but then today I definitely said I have to make time for you.
Oh yeah?
Definitely your show looks amazing.
Oh, true.
Definitely with the rock boom.
Yeah.
But it's good to be here. Good to be here.
Great. Rauf is one of the rocky guys. I could say, I brought the leaf to use the word rocky because those who remember the moments when he tried the big guns, of course, the moments I remember, I was always the lucky person, if I may say. You know, lucky moments come at hard moment. Why? In a turn, it was a medium right or a slow left. You veered off and rolled onto a soft bank, came back. That is when you lost your maiden rally.
Yes.
I don't know how it feels like. Do you still recall it in your head?
It was the most painful rally, to be honest. We had driven, it was our first time in the Evo 9,
oh, yeah?
first rally. and we came into the last section, in which we had actually won that section the first time we went through it. But the last time we went, the last section, we came into it to the slow left into a slow right. We came in too fast and the car clipped, went over into the air. By the time it came back, I mean, the foot was down, the car was flying, but 7 Ks to the finish, the tire was gone. So we couldn't really. We tried jacking it up, but the jack was singing in the
soft ground.
So we had just bad luck. We fell from number 1 all the way to 12th. But anyway, maybe next time.
Maybe next time. You're still looking a little bit optimistic. And why a sabbatical? You called for a sabbatical moment. That is trying out on that is in 2015. Same way you made a few outings in the 2016. And I remember you made an outing with one of you went out and ferried in a foreign core driver, that is senior Dev Sioka, and much as it was a trying moment, he kept you calm. The Lauf we knew, the Lauf we knew was another man under the guidance of senior Sioka, and you've had a number of changes of drivers. Don't you feel it's in any way an impact? Well, before you even answer that, people will not know who is Lauf, Adam Lauf. Where could I even on normal days trace you by?
I'm a guy who just works. I run a business on my own.
I
have a group of companies that I personally run. But you can find me, as long as you just call me, you'll find me.
Just
don't worry
call away.
That. Yeah, I'm always around. But yeah, I don't see why you can't see me.
Also,
I'm always around.
Talking about a quick call in a sabbatical, you had not hardly rested more than 1 or 2 full seasons. And then you call in for a sabbatical. What was the calling? What was the most pushing moment that you had to call in for a sabbatical?
So we've just been away for just 1 year, but before we went off was the last Fort Portal rally last year. Actually, that was my last rally.
Yeah.
Once we had taken 3rd in that podium, and we decided, you know what, let's go back, revamp the place, let's regroup, come back stronger, and definitely this time around we're going to come back stronger.
You're planning to come back stronger?
Definitely, this Fort Portal rally will be doing it.
Oh, surprise!
Yes, we will be doing it, and we want to go. We want to go for the podium, definitely.
Aren't you too lusty to go to target a podium?
No way. There's nothing like rusty. As long as you can drive, you can drive. And to me, I only believe in one thing. It's either podium. I mean, before I
lose it all or get
before I believed it's either the first or nothing. Second is the first loser. Either that, but right now I've a bit cooled down, and probably a podium is okay.
But you've been watching guys roll and guys get off road.
Honestly, I was at the Kayunga rally and it was so boring. It was so boring. I'll be honest with you. It was like everyone was driving to just finish. Everyone was driving in their own pace. Sebuguzi had no fight because Duncan had gone out. He was driving also to just finish. The rally had finished in just the 3rd section of the day. So that's not the rally we want in Uganda. We want
it done
how it used to be. At least when you come down to the rally, you have at least 7-8 guys that are solid, and you're gonna fight against each other. That's what we're looking at. Not the 2 guys and 1 guy falls out, and then you all just sing just to the end.
Because one of the few unlucky guys in that event who had been put up a spirit battle, signaling in high spirits of battle, that was Duncan Mogelu. He had a problem with the fuel tank problem, and then comes in Ajuma. Ajuma was one of the guys who paired with Sebuguzi actually in Busika, and they were all going neck and neck, and unfortunately they all had a misfortune. So would you count Sebuguzi had a soft landing in the Kayunga? Or
yes, definitely. He was given it to him on a golden plate.
Oh, how?
I won't lie to you, I definitely am a great fan of Duncan Mubiru.
Oh, sure.
Definitely that guy, he's quite a good driver, he's aggressive, and I know on a good day.
He's just mad as you. Is it because he's
not
mad
really,
as you?
he's actually a step ahead of me, but I will get there. I will get there soon. But I know how aggressive he is. He just needs a good car, and as long as he's got a good car, definitely he can get it. He can go for it. But right now, I don't know how the championship is looking like.
Of course, now, as in taking you through a little bit, Sebuguzi leads with 250 points. Duncan lies second with a drift of 90 points. That is, he's having 160. Mzee Futidis is third with 120. Tying in the fourth position, 3 guys. That is Uma, the earlier winner, NLS winner, Alhaji Uma. Then Omnyeto, Amlos Miona, tying at 100. Same applies to a third guy, that is Wampamba, also tying in 100 points. And so you see how, if I would not calling for a spell happening on the top runners, of course, anyone, I would believe it's not counted yet in the bucket for somebody, Sebuguzi, to go celebrating, because it's just the next coming is a 4th women out of the 7.
Yes, what I would think would be happening is Sebuguzi has just got to drop out, or rather Duncan has to finish ahead of him for the next of the rallies.
The rallies, yeah.
But as it looks, as of now, as we talk, Sebuguzi quite has a comfortable lead,
yeah,
which is going to be quite good for him. But let's see what happens in Fort Portal. As it is, we are going to also be there. And as long as we get the chance to spoil the party, we will definitely spoil it.
You're there for party spoiling?
Yes, definitely.
What gives you the confidence, and where do you get the urge to say that you're not less settling for a podium? You've been out of the fray, you know. I still believe you have the last.
No, we don't. We are definitely going to go for it. We either roll, we either get out of the rally, but we are going to go for it.
Are you managing your sponsors? Are you managing your sponsors in
We don't have... The sponsors need to understand that you either go for first, second or third, or there's nothing after that, you know.
Well, that is Adam Maruf for you guys, and I'm so excited, you know. I thought he would humbly say that, you know, since I've been away a little bit of a moment in my my comeback from the sabbatical, I would respect those who are in the top run. And I know you may probably, actually I don't think you're in the top 10 starters. And that may be, this may actually, that it may be a problem that you may not be the top 10 starters. And so in the way to get in the chase of a podium, you find guys on the way. So I imagine how you're going to battle that out.
That's quite easy actually. Barara 2015.
Yeah.
When we first got the Evo 9, we started 22nd on the road.
On the road?
But we won the section. We passed 4 cars on the road.
Oh, good.
4 cars on the road, some on the side. So definitely I don't believe in wherever you start.
Oh, yeah.
As long as the person gives you way, it doesn't matter at all, the starting order. We started, I remember that rally, of course there are some risks that you go through. You almost roll, you almost take jumps, knocking people, doing all this sort of stuff. But definitely if you keep the car on the road and you push it, then I don't see why not.
Why not go for a
I don't see why not.
And then looking at, let's now grade, as before we get to the first break, let's grade the cars. In your outings, how have you found? Because in your start you had GC8, you hardly drove it an event for a whole almost 1 or 2. You only drove it once, that's the GC8 Subaru. And then you made a switch in the Evo, and definitely you upgraded from quickly upgraded from an Evo 9 to an Evo 10, which is prominently now it's so where guys are now making hard life for others. So if you will look at the cars, which car would you fancy that is going to give you a dreamline of seeing yourself on the podium?
For Ugandan competition, I think an Evo 10 is good enough. Evo 10 has got the power, it's delicate, that's the problem. That's the unfortunate bit of it, but the car has got the power, it's got the torque, it's got everything that you want. But for our terrain, it's a bit expensive to run because of the fact that it's delicate. But I would prefer the Evo 9 because definitely that car can take a much more beating than the Evo 10. But of course, in the torque and this top speed, you're not really a match for the Evo 10.
And
so if you've got the budget, I think Evo 10 is the way to go. But if you don't have the budget, then I think the Evo 9.
And then yourself, because I'm seeing you're pulling out from the sabbatical, and that is almost a jinx that is going to run you into crazy racing, and pray hard that you get to pick a podium as you wish. Then that will not be a look back again. You'll be heading up ahead, seeing yourself onto the chase line of the Top Guns. So which car are you comfortably thinking to sink in and say, this is my car, brake, roll, do what? I'll have to push you to the extreme and get my results as I want.
Definitely it's an Evo 10.
Oh God.
Yes, definitely Evo 10. I've driven an Evo 10 before, I owned one.
Yeah.
But it was not the best of them. But now I've gone in to get a brand new car.
Yeah.
Because I don't prefer used anymore. Used has let me down a couple of times. You end up driving like, I mean, you're driving to get the car to the finish, and you're not even driving to your full capability.
Oh yes.
So which is not good. It's not good for me. It's a bit dirty, and I prefer something brand new that you just push it to the limit.
0 mileage,
0 kilometers, first person, brand new. That's what we want. And of course, with some training experiences from Tapio, who will be coming over.
Oh,
just
he's
before
going to give you a hand in?
Yeah, he's come over about twice before.
Okay.
So definitely before Pearl he'll be here. Let's see how it goes when he sees us in the new car.
Well, Raouf is not like opening. He's keeping the cards close to his chest, as in which car he may be racing. And of course, he has notched it over direct, saying, with the Ford Photo coming under his way, he's going to throw off what you would call rust in the rally language. But of course, he's saying he's not rusty at any point. He's just in there for a podium. And believe me or not, let's wait and watch the space and see what will come of him when it goes down in Ford Photo in the streamline. Of course, guess what? It's all entries are closing this today, and I'll be reading you the number of drivers that are posted in their entry. Him, Raouf himself, being one of them, and of course, lastly, being one of the later entries of Duncan Mubiruchi Kangane, Raouf, Ronald Sebuguzi, Wilberforce Pole Pole, and some other a few other guys I'm going to be reading on the list, and I'll try to read through the whole list. Let's get to the break, and of course, it's a Speed Racer on Free Sports, probably sponsored by none other than your number one energy drink, Rock Boom.
Rock Boom Energy Drink. Feel the positive energy.
For the first time ever, Africa will get to enjoy the only free-to-air channel bringing you live sporting action. Exclusively free, 24/7 for the fan. Only on Kwese Sports.
Life makes us choose. One door leads to passion, power, exhilaration. The other door leads to precision, sophistication, intelligence. But now two doors offer the best of both worlds. Introducing the beautifully innovative E-Class Coupe. If you've got to make a choice, why not choose everything? Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Rock Boom Energy Drink. Feel the positive energy.
Well, it's Speed Racer is proudly brought to you by none other than Rock Boom, your number one energy drink. And of course, feel the energy. It's at Kwesi that you get all the nitty-gritties and talk about sports. We are here to give you anything to do with sports. We are here. Well, as we went to the break, Raouf was at least telling us how much he's having a little bit of a vigor to come back racing. And that alone sent me to a little bit quelling. Actually, not exactly quelling, but of course, imagining you yourself... you've trended around with many co-drivers. I would guess right, if I may count in the season, actually, you've not made 2 years full season racing. but you've had many drivers coming on, co-drivers come, you see it bucket. Why? Do they understand you're like one of the Bruton drivers who recently confessed that for the past over a decade or so, many years, he wasn't hearing what the navigators were speaking. Would you confess that you don't yet sink into the navigation calling, or it's just like you've not permanently switched into looking at somebody? Because I've seen many guys build their own brand and their own personnel on the co-driver seat.
Personally, I think that, yes, I've been changing quite a lot, looking for the perfect match.
Yes.
That's what they say. But early on, when I came into rallying and I was driving, yes, it is true, I was not listening to them and I was just doing whatever I want to do. And I was pushing to the max. Whatever they say, I would not even matter. I know at the end of the day, it's my car, my money, and just send the car wherever I want to go. Anyway, but nowadays I've sort of come down and I've stuck to one guy, which is Aaron.
Aaron, yeah.
Aaron has been, I mean, we've had some good moments, some bad moments with him, some painful moments like Barara. Also in Kabale when we flipped the car. Although after that we came back and took a podium at Fort Portal, which we're looking forward to do the same thing again now.
Yeah.
But definitely, yes, we are now sticking to one co-driver. But as long as he's unavailable, then we can then look for another
option.
As long as he's available, then I'm sure it was going to be him.
So you're going to be pairing with Alon for the next coming events. You're so much planning about that.
Yes, definitely. And
why Alon? Because you've attested many co-drivers coming the other side of your reading.
Aaron is one of the best, to be honest, to me. Aaron is he's at it. He's there. He knows how to judge the corner. He's exact at point. He knows my pace. He knows what I'm thinking just before the corner. He can tell me if there's a hairpin there. He can tell me, I know what you're thinking. Back off.
Back off.
Do whatever. And I would definitely know that, hey, he's probably right. I should let go. But before, whatever they would say, I would not even listen. I'll just go for it.
Drive as you thought you
drive, take it to the finish the way it is, and just be the first. That's all I would want.
Well, I'll give you a reference. One of your friends, close friends in the rally circles, that's Jas. Mangata would say, let me give you an example for your digest, as you've given your mind. Jas has had, if I count how many co-drivers have come his way, apart from the following guys, he has had locally 2 guys. These 2 guys have achieved a dream with him. Joseph Kamia, and of course we don't always know what is behind the curtains, but they are paired and definitely went for the last year's championship. They did indeed go for it, and you know how neck to neck it was. And after failing out a whole rally, when they did their mischiefs, definitely didn't have the Kabalega points. Then I could tell you, I may have seen Gian start. Gian was from a GC Edison his car, and of course he went into a super Mani's car, and I would say buying a lift from Jas Mangati is like just, I don't know. I would say he adds a plus to his co-drivers. And of course he tells them what he needs them to add on, what he wants them to call in. And probably that has given him a no run of a round for any person of the co-driver sitting in. I'm not buying out time for that, but I know you may have talked to him and he may have given you his mind about that. And that's the way to go. If you're picking on Aaron, then why not? Enoch was an amateur when he went into Hassan Ari's wheel, and definitely they proved the point. The Honors nearly lost out to Jas by just points away in Ginger, a margin of 4 points, and that's how competitive the whole thing is. So, counting yourself into Inshallah, as in Haji, believe. When do we anticipate the Evo 10 to be here, your dream car? Because you're saying 0 mileage is coming straight away from out in the factory.
Yes, it should be here 2 weeks before Pearl.
2 weeks before
Pearl, 2 to 3 weeks before Pearl. Definitely we're praying for 3 weeks before Pearl, but yes, that's what we're looking at. And regarding your statement about Jas, I'm nowhere near Jas's league, to be honest.
Really?
Yes, Jas is a league of his own. And Jas is something that he can be a teacher now for us. And I can't compare myself to him because he's got quite many years of experience. I've only got 2 years. He's almost 10, 15 years older than me. He's even older than me by about those many years. I'm quite young, but anyway, we will get there. He also started the same way, I'm sure. The time's not too far, but yes, he's beating us. He beats us in Uganda like a problem. But definitely we will get there. We will get there very soon.
If I would use the statement, get me right. Should we say now you're feeling the pain of your pocket that you now think of otherwise to be straight on and doing the right thing at the right time?
Not really. I believe that if you can't win the rally and you can't take a podium, then you should not be there. That's what I believe. Why are you spending your money if you cannot go for the podium?
For podium.
You either go out or go for the podium or sit at home and watch.
If it happens that you don't pick a podium in one of 3 rallies back to back, what will you happen?
Then I'm definitely out.
You'll be out?
I'll be out of the rally.
I take your word.
Take
my word.
Take my word.
If you don't successfully have
Portal,
podiums,
if we don't have a podium, then we're definitely out of the rally.
Even Pearl?
Even Pearl.
You want to unleash your baby? Are you
No.
outside kicking your
We
your
want, be it brand new, used, whatever type of car it is.
You're ultimately going
Be
for
it you give us a GC8, we will target the podium. That's what we want.
Well, that's Hassan Ari. He seems a little bit more optimistic when he speaks about the podium. He's actually, I would say, he's not counting people under his way, as in the people on his way to the podium chest down. Well, it's a dream come true. Of course, when you set your targets and the scope of rundown, I know you definitely go for it. And one of the pictures you're seeing, that was Kabale Al-Haj Umar almost tried, but then painfully lost out in that rally when his car failed to go running. That is Omnieta and Haj Umar. They had the misfortune, that is hard luck. It was hard luck in that rally, that working on day 2, which was a decisive day, their cars didn't ignite and they couldn't even go on the TC. That was unfortunate of them, because that's the rally when Sebuguzi, actually Duncan went ahead and won it, and that gave him a call into the championship. Giving a sum up of the calculation, we can't count the championship decided as we get the spoilers in the way. The likes of oh, sorry. I feel really amazed when this man who has been away for almost 8 months away, he's saying he's not settling for less. But the podium, those are the first 3 positions. And of course, in the party spoiler, and I know the lead is going into the Loki drivers. And of course, I know he's also added on. Dusty Yusuf is in the rock down, though he may be a little bit calculative, unlike Raouf. Yunison Bakunda is under the steering wheels. He's first, actually. It's his second appearance after Pearl. And to give you a link in, Unison, those who might have seen Unison drive with Senu Clear in 2011 Pearl of Africa rally that ran it through Nachifuma, they lost out in that stage, which was coming at Nakanyonyi, and definitely they had to go Vedoff. And of course, the young man had tried also touching the big guns that is being fought after the first stage. But of course, I wish him best, and many of you are debating and of course putting up bets that maybe Unison may not make it to the podium. But of course, don't be surprised if he gets on the podium and finish. And then one last one, Raouf. Apart from chasing a dream, how are strategical laying yourself? As in summer, how are strategical laying yourself? Because there are boys now riding. And of course, you giving your prod or giving your mind is not a count out of other people who are racing.
Definitely, I would not take away the fact that guys will become faster.
Oh, yeah.
There are some fast boys out there. There's some guys who can drive. But we're gonna have to keep up with them. Do or dust. We have to be there with them. There are fast drivers. We can be there. It's not that we can't be there. We can keep up with them. We've done it in the past. It's not like we're doing something that's impossible. Yeah. We've done it in the past, and probably next year we will be more strategical.
Yeah.
But this year, there's nothing to lose, nothing to gain. We're just gonna go for it.
Oh,
definitely. As long as we can spoil the party, that is it.
And then talking about your sponsor, in summary, are you coming as a privateer?
No, as the usual sponsors that we've always had. We've had Lato Milk as usual. That's always there. He's definitely going to be there. There's Gas, Nile Energy, over ours, our own, will definitely be there. And of course, the whole group of companies that we do have. So we'll definitely be all there. We'll see the stickers on the car for sure.
That's right.
And definitely you just watch out for the car.
Oh, beautiful. Well, that has been the Rocky man, that is Alri. Sorry. I always mistake them. Being guys, I always look at their speeds. They have been doing surprise wonders. Well, that has been Haji Raouf Adam. And of course, it has been a great moment. And there's a show. Really, we are so much honored. I've not been able to read your messages. Amagi, DRT team, I saw. There's a name you told me, but it has run out of my head and can't scratch it for the time I have. Big up for Prince Nasser, that's the route opener. Adam's okay, yes, I know, you're watching. And of course, the other all crew of Chikakane Rally team. And of course, the Dusty Yusuf team that is making up behind the curtains to make it a success in the coming rally. I hope to see you in Fort Portal. And of course, keep right and don't drink and drive. And of course, in the summer of our program, let's get to know the star of the day. That is Ryan Dundry, the man who actually has left at a knot when he has won. And of course, I'm shocked. Guys are not staying long after winning. And that is the Supercross American rider who finally pronounced his retirement after winning the 2017 Supercross Open class. Let's get that. I won't be able back on your set, but of course, I would wish you a good time. Have a wonderful weekend. See you up again and catch you again next weekend. See you up in Fort Portal. Bye-bye. Love.
It's tough to pull it out of yourself, but you dig deep enough and you're able to find it in you and have the heart to go out there and pursue it.
Tonight, they pushed themselves to the limit. The Monster Energy Supercross Championship finale is ready to go.
The things that are worth working for are hard. You know, this whole season, been trying to prove to myself that I can do it.
Dungey, Tomac, who wants it more? And there goes Dungey. There's the exclamation point. One way or the other. Tomac comes back, takes Dungey out of it. Dungey is fourth. Wins the championship by 5 points over Eli Tomac.
Is brought to you by
Rock Boom Energy Drink. Feel the positive energy. Rock Boom Energy Drink. Feel the positive energy.
There is a league of extraordinary gentlemen with skills unlike anything you've ever seen. Brazilian Beckham.
High quality finish from Chelsea, this time with Willian.
The Lamppost.
Another flick header. It's Giroud again.
The Destroyer.
Son, Dele Alli, 2-0 Tottenham.
The Magic Dwarf.
Shaqiri, oh, what a fantastic finish.
Ginger Pele.
And De Bruyne scores with the calmness of an assassin.
Extraordinary skills, extraordinary action, extraordinary Premier League. We got this. Saturdays, only on Kwese Free Sports.